And that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome to Gentle Yoga plus Meditation. To get started this morning, let's just find a comfortable cross-legged position, or maybe you're in a chair at home, right? Any sort of like seat that could actually like feel like your seat this morning. And let yourself have that movement of wiggling in and wiggling out until you're ready to kind of settle into more of a stillness, a center. And whatever you want to do with those hands to get started, maybe you lift them up, maybe you just drop them down to the legs, maybe you roll those shoulder blades out a little bit, right? Just, I'm here, I made it, I made it, I made it. That is the hardest part. And whether the eyes are closed or just softly in the space in front of you, let's take 3 deep breaths in together through our nose. And then empty fully through the mouth. And deep breath in through the nose. And empty fully through the mouth. Best one yet. And then just let yourself start to greet your breath. Noticing even as we put the effort into that exhale to really let go, to really press out, we trust, and that inhale comes right back naturally. Take a moment and just notice if any tension is showing up in the cheeks, the jaw, the shoulder blades, the throat. And just remind yourself that you have the power to change, to influence, to adjust. You have it within you to take what may feel tense and tight and transform it into tenderness and care. You have a power, and it runs so very deep. It is the power of your love. It is the power of your lessons learned. It is the power of your light. I'm just going to invite you to start to see where maybe you could deepen the breath, letting those inhales get a little fuller, a little sweeter. And same with the exhale. Just notice if you can savor, if you can slow down and really feel the breath moving along the body and below as you let go and empty. Take note of the environment you're in, the sounds, the life happening outside of your skin, and let's just acknowledge it, right? It is there, but you are here. You are here. And again, you have the power within you to know what needs your attention and what does not. When it feels right and appropriate, flip the palms up to the sky if they're not already, and we invite in that truth of I am a divine being having a very real, raw human experience as we bring the index and the thumb fingers together. These next 3 breaths, just how we started, we inhaled through the nose, you held it for a pause at the top, and then on the exhale this time, keep the breath through the nose. You might notice you start to hear your breath, feel your breath from the inside out. Welcoming in Ujjayi breath, this deep, long nostril breathing, spreading this vital energy through our body today. And remembering that we're worth it. Let's continue to see where we can deepen the breath, where we can savor this sweetness of life. And I also encourage you to start to feel where you connect with, again, either the seat underneath you, the floor, the mat, the bolster, whatever's supporting your sit bones. Use your next couple of exhales to really softly surrender in, like you are held, you are safe, you are brave, you are right where you are meant to be. And just as we spread the breath, spread that truth throughout your cells, your bones, your fascia, your muscles. I am held. I am rooted in. I am a part of. You belong. So you follow these next couple of exhales, really think about digging down deep, right? You are so held. You belong in this moment of time where, again, we are up against countless challenges. And as you feel yourself digging in, rooted in, start to pull that breath from the ground up and see and feel how your body can ascend from that space. Let the heart lift a little higher. Let the shoulder blades rest a little sweeter. And again, you have power. Your power is in your presence. Your power is in your peace. Your power is in staying united in a world that wants to divide us, separate us, keep us from our own true center. And just as you plug down into the roots that run deep, I want you to imagine your crown plugging up into the sky, the heavens, the cosmos, the universe, this space. And start to bring in that which you lean on, the God of your understanding, like bright, bright, bright light shining down on your head. All the way through your shoulders, your arms, your torso, your entire being. And feel yourself so big as you spread out, a divine being having a human experience. You belong in both places. Your power is your peace. Your power is your presence. Let's bring our hands to our heart center, you guys. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, drop your chin down to your chest and ask yourself gently and sincerely, what is it that you need today? What got you here on this mat at this time, at this hour, to slow down, to feel, to process? And we can call things by many names, but this is a felt sensation. This is a deep resonance within your own soul, your own body, your own being. You don't have to explain it to anyone. Trust it, trust yourself, and we'll let the thumbs hook. We'll press the hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in as you set your intention. Sankalpa, dedication, devotion. Again, so many words. This is soul of action. This is what you need. From here, you guys will move on out, keeping the thumbs hooked. Just think about exhaling, pressing the arms forward, right? It's a little bit awkward because of those thumbs. And then on the inhale, send them up, unhook the thumbs, open up to the possibilities. Again, open mind, open heart, open body and being. Right hand's going to come down to the ground. Use your inhale to stretch through the left side. So we just kind of lift that left arm up. And then on the exhale, we give it that little bend over to the right. Really pay attention to the sit bones, the hips, right? They stay solid and grounded, the both and the and. We root so we can reach. Let's take another inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to take this top hand over to the opposite knee. So for me, it's left hand, right knee. We take a big inhale as again, we lift through the spine, the heart center, and then on the exhale, just a gentle twist over your right shoulder. Let's stay for another breath. That is the inhale plus the exhale. We'll use an inhale to unwind. It does not have to be with me. This is your experience. So you reach your hands up again, exhale, you're plugged into the highest heavens, you're rooted down into the deepest center of our earth. Left hand comes down to the floor, right arm reaches up again on the inhale, and then on the exhale, send it over to the left side. Being mindful again of the hips and the roots, staying connected. Just feeling, what is your body saying? What messages are coming up for you? Let's take an inhale again as we reach that right hand high. On the exhale, bring the right hand down to the left knee. We'll take again an inhale as we ascend, 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 and on the exhale, that gentle twist over the left shoulder. One breath. Use your inhale to unwind, reach the arms up, and maybe shift the gaze high as well, whether the eyes are opened or closed. On the exhale, pull the prayer through and just remind yourself, you are the faucet, the universe is the water. And as I say universe, again, you could fill in the blank there, the God of your understanding. I'm going to have us interlock the fingers. Inhale, reach the arms up so high to the sky, hugging those biceps into the ears. Give yourself that little bend again over to the right, keeping that left sit bone, left hip neutral and down. Inhale back to center. Soften your shoulder blades before exhaling over to the left. Inhale, reach up, look up, and I want you to think about like French press energy. Exhale, bring the prayer, the hands, the palms right on through. Inhale, unwind the fingers, thumbs come behind you, open up, a little bend in the elbows, and just this little gentle pulse back of 5. Lifting through the heart, 4, 3, 2. And then draw that big breath in. Inhale, exhale, right elbow underneath the left. Find your shoulder blades and get some space between the heart and the head, the shoulders and the ears. This might be more than enough, you guys. Like, I feel sensation in my neck, my shoulders. It feels good. But if you'd like a little bit more, you could bring your hands up, elbow to elbow, back of the hand, or maybe those palms meet. And it's the same energy, right? I want to drop those shoulder blades down. I want to keep that heart lifted. And let's just draw together again, 3 deep breaths wherever we land. Loving yourself tenderly. Giving yourself the credit that is so very due. One more breath in here. On the exhale, we'll unwind, we'll let it go. Give yourself a little shake, a little bit of freedom, a little bit of light dusting, right? We soak things up, especially this life, this moment. So let that go, whatever it looks like. Again, let's inhale, reach those arms high to the sky. I am the faucet. The universe is the water. I don't have to know anything. I can softly surrender. Interlock the fingers, and again, think about that French press energy, exhaling all the way down. Inhale, send the palms up. Open up the hands, that little bend of the elbow, thumbs behind, and again, just a gentle pulse back of 5. Heart lifting, belly soft, 4, 3, 2. Take that big drink of life in through the nose. On the exhale, left elbow underneath the right. We find our shoulders. We make the space. This is enough. Feel this. Or again, maybe we welcome in those eagle arms. 3 big breaths through the nose and out. Let your third exhale unwind you. Inhale, reach up, look up. Left hand on the exhale over to the right knee. Inhale, reach up, look up. Right hand on the exhale over to the left knee. Inhale, reach up, look up, so big, so free. Give yourself a sway to the left, a sway to the right. You could spend some time up here, right? Just to be free. Your peace, your presence is your power, especially now. Always has been. When you're ready, you guys, hands will come down to the floor, and I want you to be very gentle here. If you're still in a chair, like that is accessible, that is available to you, stay in the chair because we can still do this, okay? So we're just gonna let ourselves, if we're able to, come into a tabletop position, meaning I got my hips on top of my knees. I'm really spreading my hands. This practice, you're never gonna hear us say, don't take up space. We're gonna say over and over and over again, take up some space, and that shows up even as we set up our hands. Index and thumb root down into the ground, and I want you to feel the root, and then again, feel the ascension, right? There's a lifting up of energy through the cups of the wrists, the forearms, the arms. Hips on top of knees. You could always curl the toes under, wherever you feel the most stable. Take a deep breath in through the belly, through the heart, all the way up into the crown. And then on the exhale, even in a chair, you bring the chin to the chest. You think about those hip bones coming forward. On the inhale, you guys drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze, your throat. And then again on the exhale, we curl, we round, we lift our heart reverse style to the sky. Give yourself 3-4 rounds of breath, and know that I love some authentic movement. So just color outside the lines if that's what feels right in your body. We got to learn to trust it. We got to learn we can create something that might look a little different than someone else. We'll make our way back into that neutral tabletop position, you guys, and very gently, I just want you to think about stepping your right leg forward, heel toeing, and that way we can bring that left foot and start to stand at the top of our mat. If we're on a chair, we could just bring our feet down to the floor and let ourselves stand up. Feet are hip distance or maybe a little bit wider here. I want you to notice your second toe, the center of your heel, and how it lines up with your knee. Knees can be soft as you let your hands come down to the mat, or maybe you find your elbows. And take 3 slow, deep breaths in through your nose. Letting the back side of the body wake up, finding that space. Letting the head come down, all these thoughts, right? You can just let them pour out. You don't have to hold on. We are not our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. You are not your thoughts. One more exhale, really emptying out the belly. And then on the inhale, the hands could be on your blocks or maybe these shins as you lift your heart into that halfway lift. Soft knees, exhale, bending over your legs, let it go. Left hand's gonna stay on the floor, again, maybe the block or some sort of support. Keep a bend in the left leg and reach up through the right arm. See how much space you can get from the inhale all the way up to the exhale. And then let your right hand come down, gentle bend in the right knee. Width. And let the other hand come high to the sky. And again, just finding that length. And then letting yourself drop down. Inhale, take your time, halfway lift, heart defies gravity. We're gonna stay here for the exhale. Put a little bend in your knees. Gently start to round your body up, one vertebrae at a time. Letting your arms reach up all the way to the sky, feeling your feet ground into the floor. Hook those thumbs again and just find that bend over to the right, keeping that left foot solid on the ground. Inhale back to center, and then exhale over to the other side. Right foot solid on the ground. So inhale, look up, reach up. Think 3 big circles. So just letting those arms open up. Letting those shoulder blades soften. Snaps, crackles, pops, they're always welcome here. And again, we're going to open up just how we did seated, right? We had those hands so big, the thumbs behind us. And then this time, bring your right hand towards the small of your back, followed by the left. Take an inhale, reach and breathe through that heart center. And on the exhale, let your elbows and shoulder blades soften. This right here is more than enough, or if you would like to try, maybe looking up at the sky, maybe a little lift of the heart, just finding a nice back bend that feels accessible for 3 breaths. And with the hands at your low back, right, we have that support of ourselves. And it doesn't have to be big or ambitious. With an inhale, draw yourself back up into a neutral spine. Inhale again, we'll send the arms like a T, thumbs behind that little pulse of 5, 4, heart forward, shoulders drop, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach the hands high. On the exhale, put a little bend in the knees and just let yourself fold. You are the faucet, the universe is the water. Inhale, hands on something, halfway lift, gentle and soft. Exhale, fold over your legs, knees can be soft. Use your inhale to rise all the way up. Inhale. Use your exhale to bring the prayer through, long, slow, and deep. Inhale, hands on something, that halfway lift. Feel your heart reaching forward, your spine long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart reaches all the way up. Exhale, prayer through. Inhale, halfway lift, hold this, and just think about your hips right in line with your heels. And again, we're waking up the back side of the body. We're lifting up through the front. Soften your belly. Keep breathing, even as we hold postures. We don't hold the breath. One more big inhale, waking up that backside, and as you exhale, let yourself fold. Last time, inhale, rise all the way up. Get big, get big, get big. Exhale, prayer through, let yourself fold. Take an inhale to halfway lift. One more time, bend into your right knee. Bring your right hand down. Lift up through the left. Find that gentle twist. Left hand comes down, left knee bends, reach up through the right. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down. You might need to go a little bit wider in your legs as you bring yourself back down into a comfortable seat. Whew. From here, you guys, I'm just gonna bring the soles of my feet together. If you were in a chair here, I would just stay in the chair and just let yourself breathe, and we'll go into the fold together. But if you're able to bring the soles of the feet together, maybe let those thumbs come into the arches of your feet. Just kind of, again, just making space, being loving and kind. If you have a bolster or a pillow that you would like to bring in here before we go into our fold, know that you can. We'll take a deep breath in, root to rise, and then on the exhale, think about your belly and your chest and your chin, and just allowing yourself to fold. Wherever you land, right, is more than enough. As you arrive in this fold, it's a big hip opener, and our hips are where we store all of our emotions, which that's why that area gets really tight. Whatever sensation's coming up for you, make sure that it is not painful, but it can be sensational, right? It can be a little uncomfortable. So just think about your breath, right? That superpower breath, and you send it where the signals are coming. You send it where the sensation is being felt. And that breath opens up the opportunity. So those muscles, that fascia, those bones, those tendons, ligaments, they can have some more space to breathe, to heal, to thrive. Just a few more breaths. Take another deep inhale, drawing it through your nose, filling and expanding beyond what even you can feel and see. Open the mouth, and we'll gently start to bring ourselves back up through. Knees will gently come together. Sometimes it just feels good to like add in a little bit of movement. Let's cross the legs, find your tabletop again. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, chin to chest and round. Again, this can be done in a chair. As long as we are willing, there is always a way. I'm going to have us cross those legs and just come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. As we make our way more into the meditation, you may want a little pillow or that bolster underneath your sit bones. You may not. Oh, we got the sun. Oh, that's so cool. So again, just let yourself get reorganized. A couple circles into those shoulders, maybe in a little gentle twist left to right, maybe shaking those wrists out, right? Whatever you need, whatever you need. When you're ready, the palms will again face up to the sky. We'll willingly bring the index and thumb together as again we remember I am a divine being having a human experience. Starting with the very crown of your head, and again feeling this light of love, this light of possibility. Think about your crown plugging up and into that universal intelligence, that universal love. And then breathing deep into the space of our Sahasrara chakra, it floats about 2 inches above your crown. And this chakra plugs us directly into, again, that universal flow of energy. And like the sun shines brightly down upon us, the same with this energy. It is always there. And maybe imagining, right, in our mind's eye as we start to come down into the space in between the eyebrows, breathing into our ajana chakra, imagining space of possibility. Imagine the presence of your own peace. Imagine that light of love stretching beyond and beyond and beyond what any harm could ever see. Staying plugged into the universal light and love. Staying focused on that vision of peace. Start to draw your awareness into the throat center, our Vishuddha chakra. And really think about breathing into that space, this tunnel with clear expression and communication. Let your throat really open up as you let the breath travel in. And you let the breath travel out. And imagine taking all that universal love and letting it drop down into the center of the bridge, Anahata chakra, our heart. Think about breathing into this space, and same thing, we want to get it bigger. We want that love and light and energy to move in every direction. Every inhale, pouring that divine love into your being. And every exhale, imagine sending your love north, south, east, west, high above and down below. Where are you willing to send your love? Where are you willing to send your light? Staying again and again with all that universal love and truth. And again, your power is where you put your love. Continue to send it forward and back, east and west. all that is behind you, into all that is yet to come. Keep spreading that love as we start to come down to our third chakra, right below the rib cage, Manapura, this space of fierce fire, fierce heat, the ability to transform and transcend all that might scare us, separate us, isolate us. Think about breathing into this space and letting those flames just stretch upon your being. Let it spread across. And remind yourself you can throw anything into those flames. And draw your awareness a little lower, the space of our hips, Svadhisthana chakra. This is where the element of those emotions and water live and breathe. So as you breathe into this chakra, again sending in the universal love and light. Take note of what you feel. Our final resting point, our very roots, Muladhara chakra. Think about taking everything from the highest, highest parts, pieces, process, and letting it like rain, like water, let it flow all the way down to the very center of where you begin. Let yourself feel every inhale stretching you from the very roots, your very beginning, all the way up and through again, the highest, highest parts of you. letting that rainbow of energy and transcendence to rise through you and to root through you. Landing at the bottom of the exhale, together we build the power of red, our roots, our rights to be here. We build the power of orange, our sweetness, our emotions, our transcendence. We feel through the color of yellow, our brightness, our individuality, our place of power. We breathe through green, the possibilities of abundance as we tap into our purest nature, our love. Breathing through the blues, our throat chakra, and the ability to clearly communicate with compassion and understanding. We breathe through the violets, the purples, as we remember we have the ability to focus and see beyond the edges our egos and fears create. We breathe all the way up into the deepest, deepest, deepest violets and golds and ivories as we remember again and again our divinity, our truth. Take a deep breath when you feel ready in through your nose. I'm going to encourage you, hold it for a pause of 2 or 3 seconds before opening your mouth and letting it all go. Drop your chin down to your chest when it feels right. We'll start to blink the eyelids open, maybe just some small movement in the hands, the fingers, maybe a little hug, right? Like, what do you need? What showed up for you? What showed up for you? And then we'll reach our hands up together in solidarity as we again take up more and more space with our love, our light, our truth. I thank you guys so much for joining me in on this practice. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to each other. The light in me honors you, sees you, loves you, respects you. Namaste.